Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at the inauguration of the Yale-NUS College campus. The ceremony will begin shortly. Kindly turn off your electronic devices or switch them to the silent mode. In the event of an emergency, please remain calm and follow the instructions that will be announced over the public speaker system. This hall has 4 emergency exits on level 1 and 2 on level 2. Thank you.
Before we begin today's ceremony, we will be screening a short video produced by some of our peers. The college is grateful for the support of our benefactors, and our peers have worked hard to put together this video to share the impact these gifts have made on their lives.
Hi, I'm Clarissa Leong.
Hi, my name is Evan.
Hi, I'm Christopher T.
Hi, my name is Shanice. My name is Sada Faradida.
I'm Kai.
I'm Sylvia.
I'm Faraz Khan.
Hi, I'm Scott Cook.
I'm on the Global Leader Scholarship.
And I'm currently receiving the Ellen Chan Study Award.
I am a Prima Scholarship recipient.
I went on an NGO internship.
I went to Spain for the Spanish language study program.
I'm under the JY Pillay Study Award.
I went for an NGO internship.
I'm a recipient of the Georgette Chen Study Award.
I'm Tan Chin Huan, Professor of Chinese Studies.
The first thing the Study Award did is it allowed me to come to Yale-NUS College, where previously in my life I had to struggle tooth and nail for every opportunity that I got. Now I can finally focus on making the best of the opportunities that I have.
Well, this scholarship has enabled me to focus more on my studies and not worry about the finances involved, and so I can take risks in my education.
I'm able to start new initiatives, initiate new projects to benefit the community. One of it is Kids Accomplish. Kids Accomplish is a volunteer enrichment program for upper primary school students, and our aim is to really help students to not only excel academically, but also socially, to know about community issues that are happening around them, to know what's happening on the international scale as well.
Over the course of the trip, I did manage to think about what it meant to be an independent person and to sort of learn about myself in the process as I lived alone. So without the study award, I actually wouldn't be able to make it to this school. So that was how important it was for me and my family. This study award really enabled me to realize whatever potential I have in Yale-NUS.
The Tan Chin Huan Foundation has really allowed us to build a robust program of Chinese studies here at the college. It's allowed us to bring in world-class speakers to campus, and perhaps most importantly, it's provided Chinese language students the opportunity to go do study abroad in places like mainland China and Taiwan.
Yale-NUS should be a hub of learners where we are proficient in any discipline that are being thrown at us, and also an incubator of great ideas.
I hope that as we grow, we will continue to have a diverse group of students and majors, and everyone will have equal opportunities to pursue their own interests.
I hope that more students will be given the opportunities to pursue their passions outside of the academic arena, and I hope that the students use what they learn here in Yale-NUS to contribute to the outside world in different industries.
Hope that Yale-NUS would be a place where we are able to serve the community because we've been given so much, and I think it's time for us to reciprocate this.
I envision Yale-NUS College to be a space with the opportunities and structures for students to challenge their beliefs, values, and comfort zones both within and outside the classroom.
I think the way to be great is to challenge yourself every day on the small things and on the large things, while also being able to say that I am supported by all of those around me. And I think that is a truly beautiful thing to have if we can create it.
My hopes for the college are that we can gain recognition as one of the world's leading institutions where students can come to get a really, truly global education where they can prepare themselves to make meaningful contributions to society in a truly international sense. And our donors are helping to make that vision a reality.
Thank you.
Once again, a big thank you to all of our benefactors.
Distinguished guests, may I invite you to please rise as we welcome the ceremonial procession. And I'm from New Zealand.
And I'm Faraz from Singapore, and we'll be your hosts for this morning's proceedings. Yale-NUS College was launched in April 2011. A historic partnership between Yale University and the National University of Singapore, Yale-NUS College brings together two universities with distinctive strengths to create a model of residential liberal arts education that is unique in Asia.
One of my favorite things about this new campus is the unique nature of the architecture and how it combines aspects of both Yale and NUS. Yale-NUS's very identity as one of the first liberal arts and sciences colleges in Asia is a trailblazing concept, not only in Asia, but in the world. And the architecture here truly frames this.
Absolutely. The new campus has been a huge hit on the student front as well. Students now have an extraordinary suite of facilities at their disposal, with which they've already begun to do some incredible things. The new Black Box Theatre, for example, is a dream come true for many of us who are passionate about theatre, with two major theatre productions already looking to utilize that space.
And no one can speak more to the uniqueness of the Yale-NUS identity and student initiatives than our very own president. Please welcome our founding president, Pericles Lewis, on stage to give his opening remarks. President Lewis, please.
Thank you, Sarah and Feroz. Your Excellency, Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, Acting Minister for Education, Higher Education and Skills, and Senior Minister of State for Defense, Mr. Ong Ye Kung, Deputy Chief of Mission of the Embassy of the United States, Mr. Blair Hall, Yale Corporation Senior Fellow, the Right Honorable Margaret Marshall, NUS Board of Trustees Chairman, Mr. Wong Yik Leong, Yale-NUS Governing Board Chair, Madam Kay Kwok, board members, faculty, staff, students, and distinguished guests. 5 years ago, two leading universities, one in Singapore and the other in the United States, formed a partnership to create a new community of learning. The National University of Singapore celebrates its 110th anniversary this year. Yale is over 3 centuries old, and today we are gathered to inaugurate a new campus for the young child of these two venerable parents, Yale-NUS College. Drawing on the tradition of liberal arts education, as practiced in the colleges of New England since before the American Revolution, on the strengths and diversity of Singaporean education as it has developed since before this nation's independence, on even older traditions of art, liberal education, both here in Asia and in the West. Yale-NUS has striven over the past few years to reimagine liberal education for this century. We have dedicated ourselves to the principles that underpin advanced learning: free inquiry, open discussion, respect for a diversity of views, and a constant search for knowledge. We reward merit and excellence wherever we can find them, and welcome the best students from Singapore and around the world, regardless of their circumstances. We have developed innovative programs in which living and learning are intertwined. Our faculty include great scholars who are also devoted teachers. In designing a new curriculum, they've sought to answer the question, what must a young person learn in order to lead a responsible life in this century? We attend to sciences, to statistics and quantitative methods, to the techniques of modern scholarship, and to the great works of our shared heritage. We want our students to learn what is useful and to inquire into what is just, but also to appreciate what is beautiful. Our staff, from the groundskeepers and dining hall servers to the professionals in academic affairs and administration, have shown great dedication to the mission of this college and have worked long hours to create the best facilities and ensure the highest quality of education for our students. The college has not sprung from the ground without great effort. I would like to thank the many people who have contributed to making this day possible. NUS President Tan Chor Chuan has been a visionary leader who has expanded the scope of the university in many ways, including bringing residential liberal arts and sciences education to Singapore. As a result of his leadership, NUS is widely recognized as a premier university in Asia and one of the most innovative educational institutions in the world. From Yale, President Emeritus Richard Levin and current President Peter Salovey have pursued an important mission of internationalization, and have taken this unique opportunity to work with NUS and build a world-class college here in Southeast Asia. Yale Senior Counselor Linda Lorimer has dedicated her effort and expertise to shaping all aspects of campus life. I'm very grateful for the contributions of a magnificent governing board and especially our dedicated board chair, Madam Kay Kwok. Madam Kwok is one of our founding benefactors, and I thank these 22 individuals, families, foundations, and corporations for their support of our programs, and especially bursaries and scholarships for our students, which make it possible for talented individuals to attend Yale-NUS College regardless of their means. With us today are the family of Chen Chong Sui, Mr. and Mrs. Kui Leong Sin, the Wu Shou Kwong family, Mr. Zhang Lei, and representatives of Banco Santander, Binjai Tree, the Kowalram Chanrai Group, the Lee Foundation, the Singapore Exchange, and the Tan Chin Tuan Foundation. Thank you. Likewise, I would like to express the college's gratitude to all the over 100 donors who have supported us to date. Your support allows us to pursue our mission of creating an innovative institution of global excellence here in Singapore. Our new campus, designed by Pelly Clark Pelly Architects and Forum Architects, magnificently bridges east and west and provides a conducive environment for our educational programs. We are delighted to have architects Fred Clark and Mariko Masuoka, Tan Kok Hyang and Wong Chin Hua here with us, along with NUS Deputy President for Administration Joseph Mullenix, and many others who contributed to the design and building of this remarkable place. Today we welcome leaders from over 30 sister colleges and universities around the world. They've made a very colorful entrance, who celebrate with us the continuity of the endeavor for academic excellence. Likewise, today we honor the friendship of the peoples of Singapore and the United States, and the founding of a community that embraces students from 40 different nations, aiming to educate them in a spirit of service to society and to the broader international community that is our best hope in an age of great possibilities and grave dangers. It is fitting that we have the opportunity to welcome Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, who has led this nation so ably for over a decade and who has shown an enduring commitment to expanding educational opportunities for all Singaporeans. Prime Minister, we thank you for honoring this ceremony with your presence and for your support for Yale-NUS College. We also commemorate the founding Prime Minister of Singapore, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, whose passing earlier this year greatly moved everyone here and abroad. We are truly inspired by how his dedication to service enabled Singapore to surmount tremendous challenges and become the modern nation it is today. Colleagues, students, friends, together we have built this campus. Let us continue to work together to build a community here in Asia that will educate citizens of the world for many generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, President Lewis. And now, to celebrate this historic ceremony, the presidents of the National University of Singapore and Yale University would like to present their gifts to Yale-NUS College. Please welcome President Peter Salovey from Yale University. President Salovey, please.
I bring to everyone here in Singapore, to the guests visiting from the United States and many other countries, to the leadership of the National University of Singapore, to the leadership of Yale-NUS College, and to Prime Minister Lee and his colleagues in the Ministry of Education, greetings and heartfelt congratulations from the trustees, faculty, staff, students, and alumni of Yale University. From the beginnings of the nation, Singapore and its leaders have demonstrated to the world the absolutely essential role that education plays in the development and prosperity and happiness of a people. Prime Minister Lee, the unwavering courage and persistence of your country's investments in education, and the outcomes you have so clearly achieved stand as both a demonstration and an inspiration for other countries around the globe. Yale is rightly proud of its long history and its many contributions to the progress of higher education. I want everyone here today to know that it has been a privilege and a learning experience for us to partner with Singapore and its national university in yet another of your country's bold, innovative, and far-sighted initiatives in education. One that we well and truly describe as a community of learning founded by two great universities in Asia for the world. As partners, operating with the support and encouragement of a host of sponsors, both in Singapore and abroad, Yale and NUS have joined their strengths, called on the best traditions of East and West, and contributed to the creation of something new, a liberal arts college experience that before now could not have been found in either the East or the West, one that puts us to work together on the global challenges that face us all. May this new college become a model for many such partnerships around the world. And as we welcome the community of faculty and students to their new quarters, may they occupy these wonderful spaces in a spirit of gratitude and service, eager to fulfill every hope in Singapore and at Yale that gave birth to this new college. To commemorate the opening of Yale-NUS College's campus, Yale University presents to President Lewis a bronze statue of Nathan Hale, Yale College class of 1773, whose courage and single-minded determination exemplify the spirit in which Yale-NUS has been founded. We are honored to be part of this historic partnership and this celebration today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Salovey. May we please invite on stage President Lewis to receive Yale's gift. President, please.
Thank you, Presidents. Please be seated. Now, please welcome President Tan Chor Chuan from the National University of Singapore. President Tan, please.
Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, Minister for Education, Mr. Ong Ye Kung, Yale Corporation Senior Fellow, Ms. Margaret Marshall, NUS Chairman, Mr. Wong Nit Leong, Yale-NUS Board Chair, Madam Kay Kwok, our distinguished guests from overseas and from Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks another major milestone in a remarkable and exhilarating journey. The journey began in 2009 with an exploration of ideas, which, with the help of many, grew into a compelling vision. That vision energized the founding team, which set up the initial pathways. They were soon joined by the pioneering faculty and staff, and then by incredible students, all of whom helped the college lay down new trails. So in 6 short years, these paths have now led us to this auspicious moment and vantage point, the official opening of the Yale-NUS College's new campus. We're indebted to many leaders and individuals whose belief in this grand vision, the support and help have been really vital. I would like to particularly thank Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong for his vision, his encouragement, and for his commitment to ensuring that every Singaporean will be helped to realize their full potential and to create a diversity of educational options for advancing the human capital development of Singapore. Thank you, PM. I'd like to thank also the Ministry of Education, Yale President Emeritus Rick Levin, Yale President Peter Salovey, as well as the Yale Corporation and the board and senior leadership of Yale University, NUS, as well as the Yale-NUS Governing Board. I also wish to warmly congratulate President Perikis Lewis, his leadership team, and students, faculty, and staff of Yale-NUS College on being such impressive and innovative explorers and builders. To mark this landmark event, NUS would like to present to the college a specially commissioned painting entitled Spirit of the Explorer. I'd like to read the inscription that accompanies this gift. The painting, done in Chinese ink with colors on rice paper, depicts a monumental landscape with different walking paths, some obvious, others hinted at. It reminds us that exploration is often both a voyage of external discovery of the wonders of the world around us and one of self-discovery and uncovering of the many layers of the explorer's own personality. The spirit of the explorer encompasses imagination, boldness, resourcefulness, courage, and resilience. This spirit underpinned the partnership between NUS and Yale to establish the Yale-NUS College, a unique and groundbreaking initiative. It continues to drive NUS's and Yale's enduring commitment to the success of the partnership and the Yale-NUS College. May the spirit of the explorer grow with the blossoming of the college and the Yale-NUS community as it continues its trailblazing journey, making meaningful contributions to the academic, local, and wider global communities. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, President Tan. May I please invite on stage President Lewis to receive NUS's gift.
Thank you, Presidents. Please be seated. We are honored to have with us this morning our guest of honor, the Prime Minister of Singapore, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong. It is with great pleasure that I invite him on stage to give his address. Prime Minister, please.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very happy to be here today to open the Yale-NUS College campus. It's the first unique liberal arts college in Singapore. I came for the launch of the college in 2011. I attended the groundbreaking a year later in 2012, and I'm very happy to be here a third time, far from the last, to open the campus and to see it done. Congratulations. We have been steadily growing our tertiary education sector in Singapore, making it more diverse to offer Singaporeans many pathways to explore and to chase their aspirations. We upgraded the Institute of Technical Education and our polytechnics and created more specialized courses for students and adult learners. We built new universities and expanded the range of their courses. And most importantly, we developed institutions with different foci, different characters, different roles. We started with the NUS and NTU. Then we built SMU, the Singapore Management University, focusing on social sciences and management. And we built SUTD, Singapore University of Technology and Design, to provide design-oriented, MIT-styled engineering education. We've started the Singapore Institute of Technology and the SIM University, UNISIM, offering applied learning degrees. And within each of these universities, we diversified and customized learning and teaching to suit the wide range of students with different aptitudes and interests. We also encourage our universities to strike up international partnerships in niche areas. So we have the Duke-NUS Graduate Medical School. We've got the Yong Siu To Conservatory of Music here at NUS, jointly with the Peabody Institute of Johns Hopkins University. We have the Lee Kong Chian School of Medicine at NTU with Imperial College London, and now the Yale-NUS College. The Yale-NUS College adds something different and valuable to Singapore's educational ecosystem. It offers a unique experience for students with its broad-based liberal arts program. Drawing on the intellectual traditions of Yale, requiring students to study a broad range of subjects in the first 2 years, including natural and social sciences, humanities, and the arts, before choosing their majors. It will train students to think critically across disciplines and build up their communication and leadership skills. Our other universities also train students to think critically and build leadership skills, but Yale's approach is different. Yale has been very successful in the US context, and if we can adapt it successfully to Singapore, to our context, we will have created another pathway for our students. And the Yale-NUS College's success will also benefit the rest of our tertiary education system, because the innovative ideas, the pedagogy, the new learning approaches, these will spread, and other institutions will learn and will seek to outdo Yale-NUS. And our students will benefit from the competition. We hope that the Yale-NUS College will also be relevant to students from other Asian countries, as well as other international students who wish to understand Asia. Because here the students live and learn together, all 4 years of their college life, as they do in Yale or Oxford or Cambridge. I should mention Harvard as fairness. Within the NUS campus, and experience firsthand an Asian society, one which is changing, moving, adapting to the times. That's from Singapore's point of view. From Yale's point of view, there's also value in this institution. Yale, of course, is already an outstanding institution in the US with an international reputation. But in Asia, a fast developing continent, Yale has a role to play. And Yale wishes to develop this role and invest in this. It's not so easy to achieve this in New Haven, on the other side of the world. It has to be in Asia. To feel the buzz of societies on the move, to respond to the zeitgeist, the issues, the priorities of a rising continent. Also to experiment and to adapt the Yale model to Asia. And this will not succeed if Yale-NUS is just a carbon copy of Yale and New Haven. It has to be something creative, something different, something with the best elements of its parents, Yale and NUS, and hopefully outdoing them. Therefore, this is a learning journey for both partners. We are building an institution here that's relevant and valuable both to the hosts in Asia and to the intellectual parents in the US. Asia is different from America. Globalization and technology are changing the way we live, presenting many countries with similar challenges: income inequality, wage stagnation, youth unemployment, aging population, rapid economic, social, and political change. But while the challenges are similar, the countries are not converging on a single universal social or political model that will best deal with these challenges under all circumstances. Because each country is different and has different situations, different natural endowments, different historical experiences, different geopolitical circumstances, different social structures, cultures, and values. And each, therefore, faces different constraints and has different possibilities open to it. None can stay static, but each will have to find its own way forward. Yale-NUS, therefore, needs a curriculum and a college ethos that responds to this regional context. Its graduates have to understand these countries, have a feel of how they work, what they need, how they can move forward. Not just a theoretical and intellectual understanding on paper, but actual experience living in Asia, interacting with fellow students from this region and outside, and ideally seeing more than one country and having a chance to intern in several of them too. Then they can be effective working in these countries and helping them to change and to adapt to a rapidly changing world. So I'm glad that the college is off to a good start and that the makeup of your student community reflects the purpose of your college. You have now already more than 500 students from nearly 40 countries. All continents are covered except Antarctica. They said 6, so I said which one was missing? They said Antarctica. The majority are from Asian countries, more than half are from Singapore, and a good number are from countries all over the world. We have students from Ghana, we have students from Trinidad and Tobago, and a number from the US and Europe as well. This diversity of cultures and backgrounds adds to the richness of the student experience. It's an important element of the Yale-NUS College's conception of the idea of what it has to be. Because students have to learn to work with classmates from different cultures, become more adaptable, adapt better to the differences, and pick up soft skills, adjusting to this open and diverse environment. We've attracted good students. Their standards are very high. Many had offers from leading universities in other countries, but chose Yale-NUS. And Yale-NUS has also been popular with students from Singapore. For example, Isabel Lee, one of our top table tennis players and a Public Service Commission scholarship recipient, enrolled this year, and many others too, which shows that Yale-NUS is making a name for itself and is attractive compared to its peers in the world. It's still early days yet. Your students haven't quite graduated. Next year will be the first class of 2016. But I'm glad that already the students are actively serving their community and integrating into Singapore. And I'm happy to hear stories of the students making waves, like Valerie Pang and Manas Punani from the class of 2017, who are volunteering with the SDI Academy to help migrant workers here learn English and integrate better with their working colleagues. And their efforts have earned them a startup grant, $50,000, in the DBS-NUS Social Venture Challenge Asia, which will enable them to help more migrant workers in Singapore. I have every confidence that in time, Singaporean graduates of Yale-NUS will go on to make valuable contributions to our society in their own careers and professions, as active citizens serving the wider community, making a contribution in Singapore and operating well in other continents, Asia, Europe, America, Africa. Because the Yale-NUS education would have given them a cosmopolitan exposure while strengthening their roots in Singapore. I'm sure the international students will make their marks too. Those who choose to stay in Singapore and perhaps even sink roots here, we welcome them, as they'll have gained a good understanding of Singapore, our culture, and our environment. Those who eventually return to their home countries or pursue their opportunities and passions elsewhere, I hope they'll thrive in their careers, contribute to their own societies, and I hope that whichever path they take, they will remain part of Singapore's extended family and always be friends of Singapore. Yale and NUS will have been an important chapter in their lives, shaped who they are, never to be forgotten, as a place where they formed friendships with other classmates and stored up many good memories and important skills for life. So on this happy occasion, I'd like to thank all of you who have made the Yale-NUS collaboration a reality. First, the chairman, Madam Kay Kwok, and the governing board members for their stewardship and their commitment. Also, the leadership of Yale University, President Emeritus Richard Lewin, Rick is happily with us here today, who strongly supported the setting up of the college, understood what it took, invested the time and effort to make it happen, and without him, this collaboration would not have borne fruit. Also, President Peter Salovey, who took the collaboration further, implemented the concepts and plans, and brought us all the way here today. Of course, NUS President Tan Chow Chuan, who believed in the college and saw how it could benefit Singapore, and President Pericles Lewis, and the faculty and staff who have worked so tirelessly with the students, and I don't doubt with the bureaucracy as well. And the pioneer generation of Yale-NUS students for trusting the new college and making this your home for 4 years, and the donors and the well-wishers for your generosity and support. So I'd like to congratulate Yale-NUS on the inauguration of your new campus. The government remains committed to this bold collaboration. I'm confident that you will build on your strong start and create a unique model of academic excellence in Singapore, nurturing leaders of tomorrow, contributing to the wider community, and making an impact in Singapore, in Asia, and in the world. Go forth and change the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Please remain on stage for the official launch ceremony.
May we also invite on stage Acting Minister for Education, Mr. Ong Yi Kang,
President Tan Chow Chuan, National University of Singapore.
President Peter Salovey, Yale University.
Founding President Pericles Lewis, Yale-NUS College. Prime Minister, Presidents, you are now being presented with miniature figurines of Yale-NUS College's main buildings. Today's ceremony marks the partnership between NUS and Yale University in founding Yale-NUS and the permanent home Yale-NUS is creating in Singapore.
Distinguished guests on stage, with each block inserted, we mark the journey taken from just an idea into the magnificent campus we have today.
First up, to place the two buildings into the launch podium are Presidents Tan and Salavi. Presidents, please.
To place the next two buildings onto the board, may we have Minister Ong and President Lewis. Minister, President, please.
Now we invite Prime Minister to place the final building block down to mark the completion of our campus and its official inauguration. Prime Minister, please do us the honour.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the Yale-NUS College campus is officially inaugurated. Please enjoy this video that details the birth and growth of our campus.
Gentlemen, may I invite you to move forward for a group photo of this momentous occasion.
To join us for the group photo, we would also like to invite Mr. Wong Ngit Leong, Chairman, NUS Board of Trustees.
Chief Justice Margaret Marshall, Senior Fellow, Yale Corporation.
Madam Kay Kwok, Yale-NUS Governing Board. This is a very historic moment for Yale-NUS College, and we are very grateful to all of you distinguished guests for joining us here today. Prime Minister and President Lewis, please remain on stage for just a little while more. Thank you, distinguished guests on stage. Please be seated.
To show our appreciation to Prime Minister Lee for gracing our milestone event, one of our very own, Parad Bhatnagar, from the class of 2017, has created a 3D model of a three-sided helical pyramid.
The sculpture converges upward in a tapering exponential function. Its three sides represent the trivium, the three disciplines of logic, rhetoric, and grammar, which make up the traditional liberal arts education. The triple helix also represents the three residential colleges of Yale-NUS, inspired by the double helix of DNA, and symbolizes our distinctive heritage and origin from our parent institutions. On behalf of Yale-NUS College, President Lewis will present this token of appreciation to the Prime Minister.
Thank you once again, Prime Minister Lee, for taking the time to grace our event. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister and our distinguished guests will now take their leave. Please be seated. On behalf of the student body, I'd also like to thank all of you for being here with us to celebrate this milestone today. As students, we feel very fortunate to have such a beautiful space for us to learn and interact. This place will play an intrinsic role in shaping our lives at Yale-NUS, and we are so excited for the years to come.
This physical space also enables us and supports us as we hone our talents and creative abilities. With everything from life drawing Mondays at the Visual Arts Studio to pick-up dance classes at our gorgeous new dance rooms, students at Yale-NUS have incredible opportunities to perfect their craft in whatever creative outlet they've chosen. In this light, it gives me great pleasure to introduce one of our own, Spandana Bhattacharya from the class of 2017, who will perform a lively classical Indian dance performance. Spandana hails from India and has been trained in Bharatnatyam dance. She completed her Arangetram, a debut on-stage performance that qualified her to perform professionally and teach when she was 14.
Today, Spandana will be performing a Padavanam, followed by a Padam. The former is an invocatory item on Lord Ganesha, the removal of all obstacles, and is said to bring good luck for new beginnings.
The Padam is set to the Bengali song Eki Labonne Purno Pran, which has lyrics by Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore and music from Tyagaraja's song Lanvani Ram. The song describes the celebration when the soul, or the Atma, meets the universal soul, or the Paramatma. Please welcome Spandana to the stage. Spandana will be with you shortly. And now, Spandana will take the stage.
யானை மூகனே நின்றாள் சரணம் யானை மூகனே நின்றாள் சரணம் பெரும்பானை வைரோனே நீனதருள் வேண்டி தேனும் கனி கரும்பும் உமக்களித்தோ தெளிவான தூய நெறி எமக்கருள்வாயே பாரில் உனது புகழ் பாட வரமருள்வாய் பாரில் உனது புகழ் பாட வரமருள்வாய் இன்ப வாழ்வும் இனிதனைத்தும் வாரி வழங்கிடும் வள்ளலே உன்னையே வேண்டி நின்றோம் நிறைந்தருள நீயே எனது துணை நீயே குணது இணை விதியும் அல்மதியும் நினது கருணை அனுதினம் அருளிடும் மலர் பாதன் அருள்மறை தொழும் புகழ் தெய்வம் நீயானை நம்பிக்கை கொள்வாய் நலமடைவாய் நம்பிக்கை கொள்வாய் நலமடைவாய் தும்பிக்கையான் துணையில் 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 விநாயகனின் பதமலர் பணிந்து நம்பிக்கை கொள்வாய் நலமடைவாய் தும்பிக்கையான் துணையில் வினயத்துடன் நித்தம் விக்னேஸ்வரனின் பாதம் நெஞ்சில் நிறுத்தி நம்பிக்கை கொள்வாய் நலமடைவாய் தும்பிக்கையான் துணையில் அனுதினம் அன்போடு போல் சுரக்கும் பொருள் நிறையும் நீ நித்தம் பக்தியுடனே ஸ்ரத்தையுடனே அனுதினம் நம்பிக்கை கொள்வாய் நலமடைவாய் தும்பிக்கையான் துணையில் நம்பிக்கை கொள்வாய் நலமடைவாய் நலமடைவாய் நலமடைவாய்
পুলকিত চিত